What we're cooking is lamb shanks cooked in stout. We've got some beautiful lamb shanks here. These lamb shanks have been Frenched. That just means the meat has been taken off the bone, purely for presentation. So we're just going to brown the shanks off in some olive oil. Dust them in some seasoned flour first. We want to make sure that the outside of the shanks get nice and caramelised. We want them nice and brown to make the sauce as rich as possible. The flour also helps to thicken the sauce as we're making it. When the shanks are browned all over, we're just going to remove them to our roasting pan so we can make the sauce. Just add a little bit more olive oil to your pan. Then we're putting in some finely diced onions. The same of carrots. We've got some garlic. I won't put the garlic in just yet because I don't want it to brown and go bitter. When you burn garlic, it goes bitter. Now I'll add some rosemary. Rosemary is a perfect herb with lamb. Fry for a couple of minutes just to let the aromas of that rosemary come out and invade all the other vegetables. After that's fried for a couple of moments, put the best ingredient of all, the stout. We'll only need half of this bottle and just reduce it down. We're also going to add some beef stock. This sauce will be beautiful and rich. So at this stage we should just season a little bit. Remember, we didn't need to season the lamb shanks because we had it in the flour. Then we'll just let that reduce for a little while and then we'll pour it over our shanks. Always remember, when you're cooking something like this, taste it as you're going along. You really need to know what the flavours are like. But remember also that the flavours will develop during the cooking process. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so that's been simmering for a few minutes now, just to reduce it and get some flavour happening there. Now it's time to pour it over the shanks. So just ladle all the sauce over the shanks, but don't worry if it doesn't cover the shanks. What we'll do is we'll turn them over halfway during the cooking period. Cover it nice and tightly with some foil. And now it's ready for the oven. The shanks go in the oven at 160 degrees for about an hour and a half or until they're nice and tender. Our lamb shanks are now cooked. We're just going to let them rest for 10 minutes just to relax and get the juices flowing back through it. They look good. Have some mashed potato in the bowl. Put our lamb shanks in. Spoon some beautiful sauce over it, nice and rich. And then we'll top it off with some sprigs of rosemary. And then we have our lamb shanks cooked in stout.